What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Yemi. All I do is vlog. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my weight loss journey, how I went from looking like this to this. All right, right off the bat, guys, so I'm going to just let you guys know I'm not a professional at all, so anything that I say in this video is just for me to share with you. Hopefully, you guys can find inspiration to actually start on your own weight loss journey. With that being said, let's get started. Let me share a little bit about my background with you guys. So since I was in the 5th grade, I've always ran track. So which means I've always had to be in some kind of physical shape. Even in the off seasons too as well, like during the summertime, I was always working out. So I've never really had a lot of trouble when it comes to, keeping the weight off and just making sure I stay fit. Honestly, so my whole struggle with my weight actually started after I ended my first big major relationship after like 3 years. There was a whole case of like just depression, and honestly I just wasn't eating, so I got like skinny. Honestly, I looked like I was toned, but then after a while I just started eating again, started hitting the gym, just trying to make sure that since I'm back on the singles market, might as well look good, while trying to be happy and possibly, find somebody else who will love me for who I am. So, but the main reason I would say I really started gaining weight, stopped going to the gym, was work. So I started really making a lot of excuses, probably around like, I think it was like the past like 3 years ago. Started working. My work, it requires a lot of time. I've worked from like around 9 to around like 9-10 at night. So it didn't really give me much time to, get up, go to the gym. And that's what I thought before. But right now my mentality is, look, you always have time. There's always time. You just have to make time for, for the workout. So whether you're that type of person that likes to sleep in till the sun is up, shining straight through your window, and then you're like, oh, it's time for me to wake up. Well, you should probably switch your schedule and start getting up when that sun starts coming up too. So time is not an excuse, guys. That's what I was using before. Just know that it's not an excuse. So I stopped going to the gym, started gaining a little bit of weight. And honestly, I didn't see a problem with it because I could still see definition. And for me, the way my body works is I know that if I gain a certain amount of weight, within no time, if I start working out again, I can definitely drop that weight. But the more and more I made that excuse, the harder it was for me to even go to the gym. And then at one point when I was going to the gym, I started having like some car issue, got into a car accident, so I was carless. So making that journey to the gym, trying to find a car ride, trying to get on a bus or something of that nature, it became very hectic. So honestly, I just completely gave up. And everything started going downhill after I tore my Achilles. Honestly, look, that was the greatest basketball game or moment that I've ever had. I crossed the shit out of this light-skinned dude, man. Like, just cross, going for the layup, and I hear literally, like, that's what it sounds like. And I just start falling back. And that's when I realized that, Yemi, you done fucked something up. To be honest, at that time, I was very broke. I didn't have like health insurance or anything like that. So I never even went to the hospital to get looked at, to get checked, because I remember I went into like an instant care, or is that what you call it? Instant care. And just to take a look at my Achilles without insurance cost like $150. And that's just to take a look at it. That's not to treat me or anything like that. So I was like, you know what, screw this. Like, I don't have the money. I got rent to pay, I got bills to pay, I got a dog to take care of. I can't afford that. So I spent about a week to a week and a half on the couch, icing, feeling salty. I mean, not feeling salty, feeling sorry for myself. Like, there's nothing I can do. And that's when, like, honestly, straight depression started kicking in. And I'm the type of person I can hide my depression very easily. My culture, like, there's no such thing as like depression. It's like, why are you feeling sad? Get your ass up, go do something, go do some work. But it's there. And I was very depressed. And with depression, I started eating so much. Like I was eating a full course meal, probably eating like right before bed. And we all know, well, I'm not sure if you guys know this or not, but eating right before bed, it's just, you shouldn't do that. You should at least have an hour or an hour and a half before you go to bed. Like eat before an hour to an hour and a half before going to bed. Because like when you eat and then you go straight to sleep, you're not burning those calories. You're not doing anything with that food that you just stored in. So it's just gonna sit there. And for me, how I knew that it was bad was anytime I woke up, especially when I eat like a high sodium food, like sometimes I used to eat like ramen before bed, and my face right here, it would just like swell up. Honestly, like if I did it like 3 nights in a row, it would just like look like this. So it would swell up, I look like a goddamn pineapple. Well, a pineapple with some curves maybe. But yeah, so I knew that was like very, very bad for me, but I just kept doing it. And then with the Achilles injury, I wasn't able to work out at all. And you know what, I just said, screw it. I'm just gonna work. Honestly, I went back to work with a torn Achilles. My job, it requires a lot. And the longer you take time off, the further you fall behind. And so I had a lot of pressure on me too as well. So that was probably adding on to, you know, the massive eating that I was doing. And then another thing that I've been learning, I learned back then was, you know, mentality really plays a lot in the way you look at the world, the way you live your life. If you don't have a great mentality, if you're looking at stuff in a very negative way, your life is gonna suck. Honestly, it's plain simple. Like, I'm not gonna go into too much detail about it, but it's gonna suck. You know, your relationships are gonna suffer, your work is gonna suffer, your mental health is gonna suffer, your body, which you only get one, is going to suffer. So with my work, we do a lot of like, it has to do with like tough mentality. You just gotta have a tough mentality. I work in marketing. For any of you guys who are in marketing, actually comment down below if you guys are in any form of marketing. Kudos to you guys. Like, that is one of the toughest job to do when it comes to mentality. Well, yeah, when it comes to just mentality, the marketing game is a bitch. It's a bitch. You can either make you or break you, and honestly, it's not for everybody. But let me not get sidetracked on that one. But yeah, so mentality is something that I'm always trying to build every day and incorporate into my work. And I thought, why don't I just incorporate this into my lifestyle? You know, making sure that I stick to a certain schedule, waking up in the morning, drink a cup of water, a bottle of water or something like that, and, you know, get that workout out the way. I feel like a lot of us, when it comes to, you know, trying to set that schedule to have, you know, to be working out every day, as soon as we push it to like a little further, like down the line, like, oh, I'll do it 2 hours later. Oh, you know, that 2 hours come, I'll do it in like 30 minutes. And then you've already eaten, and eating to digest food, it takes a lot of energy, right? So now you don't have any energy to work out. So you're probably pushing it, you know, to like later that day. If you guys feel like you're that type of person, you've done that, also comment down below. Let me know. I'll try to comment. I'll try to reply to I'll always try to reply to everybody that comments on any of my videos. But yeah, if you know you're that type of person, you really need to be honest with yourself. Like, do you really want to keep living that lifestyle? Because you just pushing that workout, it's affecting more than just your workout. It's a direct reflection of who you are as a person, you know? And honestly, what that is just that you're lazy as shit. I was lazy as shit. And that's one of the things that I'm still trying to conquer right now, trying to overcome laziness. Because once you get into that lazy mode, when you get into that mentality, like, you're gonna get stuck, and it gets easier and easier just to make those excuses. So don't make those excuses for yourself. Just get that workout out the way, or get whatever you need to do out the way at the time that you set for yourself, and you'll be good. As soon as I work out in the morning, I'm like, whew, all right, That's done. On to the next thing, right? Another thing that I really want to say is you gotta surround yourself with a lot of positivity, right? So a lot of my friends right now are former track athletes that we all, we ran track together. One of the biggest influences when it comes to, fitness and just staying in shape in my life right now is my best friend, Sanjay. I met Sanjay in college. Honestly, we did not get along. We did not get along. At the time, I was like the fastest dude on our track team, and then this Jamaican guy comes and the coach is just letting him do whatever he wants. He's doing separate warm-ups, separate drills, and the whole team is looking like, yo, coach, like, what the fuck's going on? Like, why is this guy just doing his own thing? And when you have, I call, so the only way I can explain it is that when you know a wolf. When they have a pack, when an alpha meets another alpha, they're gonna butt heads, right? They're gonna butt heads. And me and him run a lot of the same events except for hurdles. Yo, Sanjay, this is true. Your flexibility is trash, all right? But yeah, so we were always like competing together and going head to head. And also he just had a different way of thinking than me, and I really didn't like it, Like the guy he was like super direct with everything, and after a while, you just got to give the guy props, right? You got to give the guy props. I started looking at him, I'm like, okay, cool. This guy's in shape. He's hella fast. He's winning all his events. Why not just give it a chance? Let me see what's working for this guy. And honestly, that's where our relationship started. Where we started building our relationship to the point now that we're fucking best friends. He lives in Texas right now, and we talk like almost every day. That those exercises that you guys see on my on the channel right now, like the army push-up, the rock run, all of those stuff was his idea. He's always like sending me stuff to like, he's like, hey, look, you want to challenge yourself? Try this, try that. And I've adopted that mentality that, I'm not gonna back up from something, especially like when the first thought in my mind is like, oh shit, that's hard as hell. Then I'm like, you know what, we're gonna do it. So my advice for a lot of you guys who are trying to get that better lifestyle going, especially when it comes to eating and you're dieting, stop dieting. Nobody likes dieting. Dieting sucks, right? It sucks because you're gonna start dieting. The first week is good, the second week is good, and then you start getting this like unhappy ass feeling. You start damn near getting depressed again. Like, oh my God, I can't keep this up. You're eating salad. You're eating like this much amount of food. Like you're not a rabbit. You need to replenish your body. Make sure you have enough energy. Eat. My advice to you guys is, so for me right now, I eat a lot of carbs. Pasta, rice. I eat that, and then I also mix it with a lot of veggies. And it's not like veggies on the side. Oh no, I'm cooking that pasta, I'm throwing the veggies in there, so everything tastes freaking fire, okay? So get creative with your food. Get creative as hell with your food. One thing I've really reduced a lot of is meat, red meat. And I didn't do it intentionally either. It was just something that happened. So the last place I was living in, my roommates moved out. So they couldn't take all this stuff in the fridge with them. So it was a lot of veggies, there was a lot of fish, and I had a lot of rice, no, I don't eat ramen. That's a hella sodium in that. But like spaghetti, Angel Hill spaghetti and stuff like that, like I started eating that. So I didn't get on, I pretty much got to my eating habit by accident. And when I realized it, I just stuck to it, eating a lot of fish, eating a lot of veggies, and then just eating a lot of carbs. Just eat what you love, make what you love, and just make sure that it's balanced. And eat till you're full, honestly, eat till you're full. Don't eat a small meal and then literally 2 hours later, you're already hungry. What are you gonna do? You're gonna make that wrong decision. You're gonna drive back that McDonald's. You're gonna drive back by that KFC. You're gonna drive by, this is how you know I don't eat fast food. It's kind of hard for me to even think of like fast food places. But yeah, you're gonna make that bad decision and eat food that you're not supposed to. And I'm not saying, honestly, yesterday I went to this Dominican spot, and So that's kind of like home cooking too as well. And sometimes I still eat out. I buy food, but a lot of the times I'm eating and cooking at home meals that I know I'm gonna like and enjoy. And the trick, so let me tell you guys this. The trick to not like getting tired of cooking for me is I eat the same meal in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night, right? I do. And the only reason I'm able to do that is because I love what I cook. Let's say I make some angel hair spaghetti, throw some veggies in there and probably like a side of fish or something. Fish is probably the only thing that I probably make every day, and you can make that in like what, 10 minutes or so? 5 minutes, super easy. So I eat the same meal every day throughout the day. Not every day, I eat the same meal throughout the day. And then the next day, you know, if I want to make something else, if I don't have anything left over, I'm cooking something else, and then I'm gonna eat that for the remainder of the day. So that's my trick to not getting tired of you know, cooking every day, and also like not have, I guess it's kind of like a meal prep in a way, but it's just one meal and it has everything in it. It has all your carbs, it has all your protein. I eat a lot of beans. It has a lot of your veggies, and your veggies have all these vitamins and stuff like that. And yeah, that's literally how I do it. So if you guys want to try that, definitely go ahead and do it. It's gonna work. Just make sure you guys are eating stuff that you love, not stuff that people recommend to you that you know you don't like. You're not gonna enjoy it. So eat something that you guys are going to enjoy. Now, when it comes to in between meals snacking, so right now, I love cereal. I love eating cereal, but I'm super lactose intolerant. So milk is not my friend. So I've been kind of eating the whole dry cereal, which honestly, the first time I saw it, I was like, ew, how do you eat cereal? Cereal is nothing without milk, but honestly, I was wrong. It's fire. So I eat, what is it called? Honey oats. You know, you get those little sweet flakes and then the honey bunches, or if I'm like describing it wrong, I'm sorry. But that's what I eat in between meals, like whenever I'm hungry. And then overall, I make sure, just to finish it off, I work out every day. Every single day. The only days that I don't work out is probably Sunday, or maybe if I want to switch it around, Saturday. And then sometimes I probably just, you know, take Sunday and Saturday out just to, you know, chill, read a book, pick something up. But all of this, guys, everything I'm telling you is just making sure that you guys have everything planned out. Having everything planned out is gonna help you guys a long way, and also that mentality to stick to it. That little voice in our head, I call it my bitch voice. The more you listen to that voice, the easier it's gonna become to listen to it and eat like shit. If you know you're supposed to work out, bitch voice comes in. If you listen to it, that laziness is gonna come back, and it's gonna be harder to tell that voice no. So for me, anytime I hear that voice, I wanna kill it. I literally want to kill it, because why? It's gonna take me back to that person that I was before. And that person, I did not like that person. I did not like the way that person thought. I did not like the way that person looked. I didn't like anything about that person at all. So I don't want that person to come back. So as soon as I hear that voice, I'm gonna do the complete opposite, all right? So I want you guys to do the complete opposite of what that voice is telling you guys. Look, no days off. No days off. This is your life. You only get one body. You gotta treat it right. You have to treat it right. This whole thing right here is a temple. You gotta respect your body, okay? If you guys have already gotten this far into the video, please subscribe, thumbs up the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Kami.